You ever wonder how some people, they just seem to know? Not because someone told them, not because they had to figure it out, because deep down, something was always there. Like a seed already planted, just waiting for the right breath, the right sunlight, the right moment to bloom. And sometimes learning isn't about adding something new. Sometimes it's about remembering what's always been true. And I don't know if you'll realise this now or a little later. That shift has already started. You're already beginning to combine all these ideas, just like puzzle pieces clicking together, before you even see the full picture. It happens naturally when you let go of forcing and instead just allow the knowing to arrive. Maybe you don't need to try to believe that you're enough. Maybe all it takes is noticing that your breathing slows when you think, right now, I've all I need. Because right now is the only moment that matters. The future, it'll be there when you need it, and the past. That was the training ground, the echo that taught your muscles how to move. So now you don't have to think, you just do. So when people used to ask me how they could change, I'd tell them stories, like the one about the monk who had nothing, yet smiled at the sunrise. Because what more could he need when his whole world was lit gold in that moment? Maybe you can see that trusting the process doesn't mean you know the path. It means you know yourself enough to walk it anyway. Because the frame you hold is the reality you live. When you say I'm whole, everything outside starts to match the inside. And it's funny, isn't it, how confidence isn't taught, it's remembered. Like the feeling of running as a child. You never asked how, you just ran. So let's pretend something for a moment. You've already installed this new operating system. Not learning it, installing it. Like flipping a switch that you didn't know you had. Click, and suddenly you respond from calm. You speak from power. You move from trust. And maybe as you do, you realise the strongest frame doesn't shout. It whispers so deeply that the world leans in. So what happens when you accept yourself fully? When every thought of lack dissolves into, I'm already enough. When every desire becomes a dance, not a demand. What would it feel like to feel so good right now? Do you forget to chase anything? Because joy found you first. People sometimes chase happiness like it's hiding, but happiness hides in plain sight. It's in breath, in stillness, in the way your body relaxes when you realise you don't have to hold it all anymore. Maybe you noticed when you stop comparing, you start connecting. When you trust the universe responds to certainty, you become that magnetic force because you've learned to experience or something deeper. You don't need permission to shine. They say charisma is energy, that people remember how you made them feel. So when you feel complete, guess what others feel around you? You radiate the permission they didn't know they needed to feel enough just by standing near you. And the funny thing is, you don't have to believe all this at once. You just have to believe it long enough for the belief to believe in you. And when that happens, even your silence begins to speak. So let me ask you, have you ever seen a river hesitate? It doesn't. It flows around the rock, cars through mountains, finds the sea. It never asks if it's done it right. It just knows. And the same way you're listening to these words now, on some level deeper than logic, your unconscious is rewiring, not because it was broken, because it's upgrading, a new operating system, one that says, I am enough. I am present. I am whole. The universe moves with me. I trust. I let go. I allow. I'm ready now. And maybe, just maybe, you already are.